Yeah, you're probably a little bit confused, and so am I, guys. Why the hell am I doing a Manchester United mini career mode? Well, do you know what? I just wasn't feeling ready to start the MGH United save. I'm still not 100%, and I've still got some mods that I need to work on, and putting the badge in the game and all this stuff. So I thought, until that's ready, let's do a little mini series. I have taken over Manchester United using the live start point feature. I've gone back to November 11th. This is roughly where Amorim took over at Manchester United. Our first game is against Ipswich. We're in 13th place. I'll put the table up on the screen right now. My target is to not only finish this season at least in the top 4. I mean, come on. Top 5, top 6 would be great. Top 4 would be incredible. Anything outside of that top 6 is not good enough. But obviously, I want to make sure I just get to around the January mark and be, well, top 10. That has to be the target, at least top 10 by January. But I don't know, guys. I'm just going to wing this one. Let's have some fun. Let's take over Manchester United. And let's have a look at this squad. Of course, we're going to copy what Amorim has done with the 3-4-3. But I'm going to go with my own little twist on things. We're going to have some challenges. We're going to have some forfeits. We're just going to have a bit of fun. So if you're excited for this little mini-series with Manchester United, leave a like, make sure you're subscribed, turn on notifications, and let's get into it. Tactics. Let's go ahead and change this up. So we're going to go with completely custom. Do I go with something like this, which is more of an attacking variation, where I've actually got left mid, right mid, similar to what I did with Como? Or am I literally going to do what he's done? I think I probably should do like a 3-4-3 flat. The issue is, if I want to put, let's say, Dallo or Amad Diallo on the right mid position, they're going to be out of position. It's not going to work, is it? So we'll start with this and then decide if that's actually what I'm going to stick with. I'm going to go with counter-attacking football. I think that's going to be really key here, just to absolutely blitz the AI on the break. And we are going to sit quite high. I think we're going to go with 70. And then player roles. Okay. Advanced forward for sure. And then I want inside forward for the left and right winger. And then I want to go with a wide playmaker or a wide midfielder, I think. We'll go wide midfielder. And don't worry about the players in the positions right now. We're going to sort that out. We'll go defender, defender, defender. I want sweeper. And then in the middle, I would like, I think probably a DLP, so a deep line playmaker, and a box-to-box. I don't know which way round. Probably box-to-box on the right, DLP on the left. Yeah, I think this is what I want to go with. It looks absolutely horrendous here in team management, doesn't it? The amount of space, but don't worry about that, okay? Let's sort out defense first. We're going to go Delict in the middle, Martinez on the left, and of course, when he's fit, because Euro is... Oh, wait, no, he's not injured here. Okay, so on this particular live start point, where we've gone back to November, we've got Maguire out injured, and Mainu out injured as well. Okay, so we're going to go with Euro, Delict, Martinez, Onana in goal. Then in midfield, oh no. What do I do here? I'm not going to lie to you guys. The team sucks. It really does. I don't like the team at all. I don't think it's good. I really don't. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I think up front we'll go with Højlund. Wait, you're telling me Xerxes is higher rated than Højlund? What? That can't be. Well, when we get to January and I can go ahead and maybe make a few signings, maybe we'll go for someone better up front. So I want Amad Diallo on the right, Rashford on the left, or do I go Garnacho? I've got a feeling that Rashford might be making way here. He might be a player that we look to move on. Apparently that's potentially going to be happening in real life. I'm going to go with Mazraoui on the right side. Dallo on the left. Probably to start off with, he gets a -1 because he's not a left midfielder, but he can definitely play there. And then in midfield, we'll go with Fernandes and Ugarte, I think. Oh man, it's not great, is it? I'm sorry, United fans. I'm sorry that you're in this. Am I sorry? No, not really. We've got Mason Mount, we've got Casemiro. Obviously, Mainu would be in, but he's injured. So I guess this is just what we go with for now. I think ideally what I want to do is have Mainu in there like this. That would be my ideal first team. So we'll stick with that for now. I don't know how long these injuries are. Hopefully it's not too long. I'm going to sort out the subs and reserves. And then I'm going to go through some things with you in terms of signings that I potentially would like to make in January, but also what I'm going to do with this mini-series with forfeits and wheel spins and stuff like that. Now, obviously, it's not going to be the most realistic career mode ever, but I've added 3 players to the shortlist that I think I want to try and rescue this situation. If I want to get top 6, top 5, top 4, maybe, in the Premier League this season, I think all 3 of these players need to come in. And actually, I think, genuinely, it could be enough. Maybe I'm wrong. Manchester United have some very good individual players, but I think as a collective, the mentality as well, it's not looking great. But I think you bring in a top-level striker, a top left-sided defensive attacking option, so a Mendes, someone like that, on Nuno Mendes, and then an actual proper left winger that's going to do what Rashford simply just isn't doing, but can do. I'm telling you, there is a player in Rashford still. It's a mentality thing, but bringing in Kvaradona maybe is the way. Kvaratskhelia is a sensational player, and that's probably the most unrealistic. Apparently, Mendes is up for sale in real life. I've heard reports. Who knows what's happening there? And obviously, Gyökeres maybe could be following Amorim to Manchester United. I doubt that's going to happen, but in this career mode, he is, I think, what we're missing here at Manchester United. Here are my manager objectives. My confidence rating is, of course, 80 at the moment. My aim is to keep that above 70, I think, roughly. So they want me to finish in the top 4 and win the FA Cup. Oh, my God. We're going to get sacked. I'm not even going to make it past the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, I don't think. They want me to win the Europa League, which I think is actually very doable. We're not going to be doing anything in the youth development. There are no objectives anyway, apparently. None in brand exposure and none in financial. That must be because we've done a live start point. So basically, guys, the treble, but just pretend we're not winning the Premier League, just finishing top 4, which would be a trophy for us. That would be the treble, okay? So win the FA Cup, win the Europa League, and win the top 4 trophy. That's what we're looking to do. Who do we have out on loan? Obviously, I'm not going to be able to bring anyone back right now. Who is Vitek? Never heard of him before. Maguire is out for 7 days. Okay, so that's not too bad. Bennett, he's obviously not going to improve the team when he comes back, or if I was to recall him. I have no idea who Sonny Alio-Free is. He's free of Manchester United right now. Collier is out for 2 weeks. I know he's a good young player. And same with Mainu. He is also out for 2 weeks. Okay, could be a lot worse. Oh my God, Sancho. Sancho out on loan at Chelsea. Of course he is. It's pretty crazy, actually, if you think about it. Okay, and that's it. Oh, Hugh Gill out on loan as well, but he's not going to improve the team. So, you know, when I look at the squad, in every kind of line of my system, defense, midfield, attack, there are some very good players. The problem is extracting the very best out of these players. And I mean, players like Eriksen who have quality but just don't have legs anymore. Casemiro can barely run anymore. Little things like that. That's the issue. That is definitely the issue. But I'm happy with my defense. I actually think De Ligt, Martinez and Euro is very good. And with Lindelof, Maguire, and even Evans, it's not bad, is it, having backup options? We've got a lot of players that will be leaving at the end of the season. Oh, my God. So Ahmad needs a new contract. Heaton, who cares? Evans, nah. Maguire probably would get another one. Eriksen, maybe 1 more year. Lindelof. Gore, another good young player, potentially, for Manchester United. But anyway, at this point, there's nothing I can do. We've just got games to play. And our first one is up against Ipswich. And I believe this one finished 1-1. I remember, I think I was watching, was it 1-1? I remember thinking, because United started quite well, I thought, oh, this new manager bounce, right? It could be a thing. And then Ipswich basically dominated. So let's see how we get on, shall we? This is an unmodded version of the game. It's a fresh install, by the way. So I've got no mods. I'm playing on simulation mode, legendary, no changes to sliders whatsoever. So I don't know how I'm going to get on here. I haven't played in a while. Oh my God. I completely forgot. So I may have pressed randomize when creating a manager. That I can confirm is just the Karen version of me. What was that? And I literally just went through the clothing and just pressed on random stuff as well. Obviously, it doesn't matter. I just completely forgot. That threw me off guard. I was like, who the hell is that guy? Right, here we go, guys. Our first game is Manchester United. Also, I do need to say I won't be playing every single game. I was going to mention to you guys the forfeits, the challenges and stuff like that. Well, that's going to be one of the challenges we're going to have. I'm going to have a wheel effectively decide how and when I play. It's going to be an interesting one. But of course, it's not going to be completely wild and ridiculous. I'm not going to be playing centre-backs up front. I'm not going to be deleting players. Don't worry. It's just going to make things a little bit more interesting because if I'm being honest with you guys, I think, you know, I play at a decent level. I'm not saying I'm great at the game. I'm okay at FIFA or FC. I think with this team, from here, I could easily get in the top 5. Easy. It'd almost be too easy. So I wanted to introduce some things to make it a little bit more difficult. So we'll get onto that after this game. I just wanted to play a game first. And it is Ipswich, of course. 1-1 was the real result. I just want to do better than that. Oh my God, it feels so slow. Everything feels so slow. I've been playing so much Ultimate Team over Christmas. And obviously I'm playing on simulation, so it is slower. It feels really sluggish. I don't dislike it, by the way. I need to get used to it. Here's Bruno. On the right side here for Mazraoui. Why isn't he... That's my sprint speed? Oh my God, it's so slow. Rashford, first time shot. That's the Rashford we know and love. Here is Ugarte. Of course, he's in for Mainu right now, who is still injured. Although, from looking at the squad until this game, there has been about 11 or 12 days. So I'm guessing he's almost fully fit. We should be able to get him into the next game. I hope so. Rashford again? I'm not going to shoot with Rashford every time, but it just feels like every time he's got the ball so far in this game, he's had an opportunity to shoot, which isn't a bad thing. But this 3-4-3, do you know what? I'm somewhat already used to it because of the Como career mode, so this doesn't feel too bad. Oh, if Delap gets through, I will be worried. He's so quick. Space here for Bruno. Captain, of course. I'm not a massive fan of Bruno as a captain. I know he's a great player. And here he is. Oh, it's blocked. Højlund trying to win the header. Do you know what? This really isn't too bad. Oh my, really? I'm sorry, guys. I had to shoot with Rashford as if I wasn't going to shoot that. Excuse me. I'm still struggling with whatever cold, flu, COVID crap I've had. Oh, good ball. Oh, no. I tried to knock it over to Højlund. I reckon I score there if I get that pass across. That's unfortunate. We've played half an hour. I am dominating, by the way. Absolutely dominating this game. I don't think Ipswich have had one single chance. Maybe that's going to change now, though. Here is Morsey. Into Delap. Honestly, where would Ipswich be without Delap this season? You've got to be worried about that. Is he on loan, or is he there permanently? I don't actually know. Well done, Diallo. Oh, no. Hutchinson's in. Oh, no, what a save. Huge save. That's the best chance of the game so far. Of course it falls for Ipswich. All right, let's get forward. Ugarte over to Mazraoui. I'm a big fan of Mazraoui, by the way. I think that's been a very good signing for United. So cheap as well. What was it, 15 million? Pretty impressive. And I've just given away the ball. Okay, so now I guess it's time for Ipswich to have a period of dominance. Or not. We're in again here. Ugarte. Oh, Phillips got the challenge right. If he makes a mistake there, it's a penalty. Here goes Diallo. Into Højlund. Oh my God, I cannot get a shot away. I guess that's going to be it for the first half. And normally I won't be showing so many highlights from games just because this is the first game. I wanted you guys to see a bit more of it. Diallo into Højlund. I'm just going to shoot here. Go on. Not bad, honestly. Not bad. So Ipswich have had one big chance, the biggest chance of the game, but we've had lots of little chances and shots here and there. I'd say, based off that, we will win in the second half. We'll win this. Is that a good pass? It is. Rashford, that was beautiful. And Diallo's done well here. No! Couldn't quite get through. Put some pressure on Muric there. That's fine. We'll win that. Win the header, Euro. Nice. United fans, tell me, what do we think of Euro? I know he's obviously spent a long time injured. Oh, what a run. Diallo, not bad. Again, good strike. But yeah, Euro, it's a lot of money. A lot of money, and we haven't seen the best of him yet. But obviously you've paid for potential more than anything there. Here's Diallo again. Højlund over the top. Is he onside? He is. Come off it. What more can I do? Well, score. That's what more I can do. Score. I think I might make some changes soon. And who's ever heard these words? I think we need Mason Mount. I'm thinking Mason Mount comes on and changes the game here, but where do I put him? In midfield with Bruno? Here goes Rashford. Great run. Hits it. Oh, for God's sake. Muric is saving everything. What does it recommend I do here? Anthony! Are you kidding? The game thinks Anthony is going to come on and help. All right. All right. Let's go Anthony and Garnacho. And do you know what? Mason Mount in midfield. We have no defensive player in midfield. It's risky, but I'm going for it. I don't care. Corner coming in from the captain, Bruno Fernandes. Oh, dear. No one got on the end of it. I've got a bad feeling about this. Get a tackle in there. Just don't concede now. Not after all of the chances I've had. Close down the gap. Oh, thankfully Euro's there and not Delap. Let's go down this right side. Here is Anthony, the fidget spinner. Way! Incredible moves there. Bruno Fernandes. Into Mount. I'm going to drive forward here. Ball over the top. Højlund. Oh, come on. Højlund's got to just chest it down. Simple. Here is Garnacho. Got no options, really, now. There we go. Højlund turns. Pen! Ref! Give me a pen, please. 12 minutes left, and it's still 0-0. Oh, we've got it back. Mason Mount. Garnacho. Dink it. Mount. Oh, my... Really? Xerxes being recommended. All right. Xerxes is coming on for the final 10 minutes or so here. What do we think? Højlund, I mean, he had an okay game, but maybe Xerxes is going to change our fortunes. Nice. Into Garnacho here. Oh, lost it. Just win the header. Delict is an absolute man-mountain, isn't he? But, oh my God, I can't run. Literally couldn't run. What are these simulation settings? Here is Clark, ex-Sunderland, of course. Loses it. Okay. We've got one last chance. Oh my God, no one's there. Just got no midfield. And the shot comes in. Quickly, just hit this up. Xerxes should win the header. Nice. Anthony over the top. Go on, Garnacho. Yes! Run, Garnacho! I can't run, it's so slow. Where do I go? Oh, no. That's not what I wanted. Oh, my God. Okay, well, you can tell I haven't played career mode in a good few weeks. A 0-0 draw isn't the worst result, and I've matched exactly what Amorim was able to do in his first game, a point away to Ipswich. I've actually forgotten... Actually, did I even ever know who's in their Europa League? Oh, it's not even a group system anymore, is it? I keep forgetting. It's a table system, of course. Up next, we've got Bodo Glimt. We're 4 games in. 1 win, 3 draws. Obviously, that's got nothing to do with me. I've only just taken over. Who do I need to be worried about here? Because I've got to win this tournament. We've got Lazio at the top, of course. Ajax, Galatasaray. Oh my God, I can list everyone. Almost everyone is as good, if not better, than Manchester United right now. Okay, one of my main rivals is, for sure, Spurs, of course. As an Arsenal fan as well. We've got Roma in there, Fenerbahce, Real Sociedad on their day. Very good team. Okay, it's going to be quite tough, actually, and we need to start with a win against Bodo Glimt, and obviously this was a 3-2 win, was it? Højlund scored that really nice goal. Is it going to be a 3-2 win for us? Let's see. We're going to match sim for the first time. Excuse me. Mainu is fit. Here we go. Quick sim. And it's a 1-0 win. Martinez in the 77th minute. Okay. So, again, I've managed to match Amorim. 1 draw, 1 win in our first 2 games. And then who was it? Was it the Man City game after? No, it wasn't. Everton. What was the score in that one? I can't remember. But now I'm going to explain to you guys the wheel system and the forfeits and things like that. So what you're looking at here is a forfeit wheel. And until the January transfer window, so when we are up to date with where Manchester United are right now, if I get beaten by Amorim, so if his result in real life was better than my result that I get in the game, I will have to spin this wheel in our next game. So we're going to do a pretend one here because, of course, I've matched his results so far. This is what we would get in the next game if I had lost that game against Bodo Glimt or whatever. And it would have been start a reserve player. Not really ideal. Imagine I had to throw in Evans for a game or one of the youngsters that I wouldn't typically want to start. So that is the idea behind the forfeit wheel. And as I said, these will only be in play until the transfer window opens because that's when we've caught up with real life. And then we're going to do some transfer wheel related stuff. So you will have to wait and see what those could be. But for now, guys, that is it. This is how the table is looking after 1 game played. Of course, it's 12 at the moment. 4 wins, 4 draws, 4 losses, 12 scored, 12 conceded, 0 goal difference, and we're 3 points off Bournemouth already. At the top, of course, Liverpool were dominating. Arsenal right behind there with Newcastle. And Man City started to fall off here. Imagine if that happens in real life. Now, as this is a live start point, I mean, in the game, like it did in real life, but as this is a live start point career mode, I'm going to just take a look every now and again and compare what's happened in real life compared to what we're seeing in game here. And I'm quite excited by this. It's only going to be a little mini series. Of course, I still plan on doing the MGH United career mode soon. But until then, I hope you're excited to watch this. It's something a little bit different for me as well. And we'll be taking Manchester United as far as we can this season. But we won't know how well I've done until in real life we get to that April, May time of year when we see how good Amorim has been in real life and where Manchester United ultimately finish. I'll see you in the next episode and thank you for watching.